Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 10 of season 16 of Deadliest Catch. And tonight, the four boats that'll be on tonight's show are the Cornelia Marie, Summer Bay, Lady Alaska, and the Saga. And it shows right at the beginning Josh Harris on the Cornelia Marie giving his crew a motivation speech and kind of watch out, and because we're going to be in for a really big storm. A giant 500-mile arctic storm is coming in, and it's going to be a bad storm. It shows the Saga, and it shows the crazy stuff that happens on it. And the Saga, it shows they hit a roller and loses his balance and walks backwards and hits the sorting table and slides on it. It goes to the Lady Alaska, and it shows the Lady Alaska lose their steering. So then it goes to the Summer Bay, and it shows them out on the cod grounds as well as the Lady Alaska. The Lady Alaska is out on the cod grounds, and they're getting 27 cod per pot, which is really good for cod. You want 20 plus cod, and that's really good. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and Josh is at the helm of Cornelia Marie, and Casey had said, go set your pots at this angle. And the starboard side, the waves are just smashing right in, and so Josh decides to deviate from what Casey wanted him to do, and he goes ahead and he starts setting his gear in deep water. He starts setting them in deeper water than they were, because he wanted to protect the crew from getting smashed by the waves or potentially getting hurt. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is out fishing Opillio, and their first set is not what they need, so this string was an emergency string because they had to set their gear because the bad weather was rolling in, and he's hauling in the gear and it's not doing good, so he decides to move his 140 pots a little ways away in an area called the Butt Cheeks, the Wicked Witch. And so they start setting their gear, and his greenhorn Ross is holding on to the door of a pot, and they hit a roller and he starts walking back, and he backs into the sorting table. It launches him onto it, and he slides in the back of his head and net port side of the sorting table. So Jake has him come up to the wheelhouse and get checked out, make sure he doesn't have a concussion, and then he checks him out and sends him into the crew quarters to kind of relax and get better. Then it goes to the Summer Bay, and the Summer Bay, they got the call that the cod fishing season was coming to a close in 38 hours. So pretty much the crew will be working for 38 hours straight just to haul in as many pots and catch as much cod as they possibly can. And they're getting 30 plus cod per pot, which is really good. Then it goes to the Lady Alaska, and the Lady Alaska is still doing really good, and they set back one of their cod pots, and all of a sudden they notice they're pulling the bags, which means it's caught in their rudder, and they lost a $2,000 pot. So when that happens, Scott loses his steering. So then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and Casey comes up, and he sees that Josh is setting the gear not where he wanted him to, and he's like, this string is gonna fail. We're not gonna do good at all. So then it goes back to the Lady Alaska, and its dad, Scott Campbell Sr., he's the engineer on the Lady Alaska, and he goes down to the engine room, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, and the bolts that attach the hydraulics to the rudder, they had sheared off, it just took getting the pot's buoys stuck in the rudder that would have them pop off, and they were on the floor. So he goes down, he tells Scott that, and then he goes back down to the engine room, and he puts the nuts back on, and he goes back up and tells Scott to give it a try, and they give it a try, and it works. Then it goes back to the summer bay, and the summer bay is still on hot cod fishing, and now they have 21 hours left to catch as much as they possibly can. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is inside the crew quarters. It starts to smell like crap because their toilet got plugged. So Jake sends his deck boss in to try and get it unclogged, and Ross is inside. So they have, normally it's a 6-hand deck team. Now it's down to 4 because 2 are in the crew quarters. And they're hauling in gear, and Jake didn't know what to expect in this gear, and he's getting over 500 Opillio crab per pot, which really hot fishing, and a lot of the fleet was in the north, was up by the US-Russia border, and so he pretty much has this little hot spot to himself for now, until other fishing vessels come in and start marching in on his territory. He's really struggling with his greenhorns that are on deck, the 4-man deck team, so he sends Matt into the crew quarters to go get Ross, and Ross gets ready to go and comes out, and he makes it a lot easier. Now it's, instead of the 4-man deck team, it's a 5-man deck team. So one guy's trying to unclog the toilet, and now it's back to a 5-man deck team, and it's rolling smooth, and they're still on killer numbers. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is hauling in gear, and they're doing really good, and they're getting smashed by the waves. They were going to start hauling in their gear from where they started, but the weather was starting to come over the starboard side, so Josh decides to travel 8 miles to the end of the string and start hauling with the port side to the waves to protect the crew, because they have a tall wall there, so waves don't come crashing over the starboard side and really put the crew in danger. So they haul in their first pot, and it gets them over 300 Opillio crab per pot, which is really good, and they keep going, and it's good. Then it goes to the Summer Bay, and the Summer Bay hauled in their last pot, and they caught over 200,000 pounds of cod, and that 200,000 pounds nets Wild Bill $138,000. And just to fix both of his engines, get them up and running and make them like brand new again. When he started the season, he was $100,000 in debt. Now he made a $38,000 profit, and he can use that money to go in and have a really good Opillio season. Then it goes to the Lady Alaska, and the Lady Alaska finished up their season for cod season. A lot of the other boats had brought in 300,000 pounds of cod, and Scott and his crew brought in 395 or 96,000 pounds of cod, and that was worth $200,000. So that's going to help Scott and his dad put a really big dent in their next payment for the Lady Alaska. Then it shows the Saga, shows a little snippet from the next episode, and they're going to be, the Saga and the Cornelia Marie are going to be battling some really bad weather in the next episode, because the Arctic hurricane is here, and the weather's just going to get colder and smash the crap out of the fleet. Ice build up and massive waves and just mayhem, with hurricane force winds blowing rain and sleet and snow like crazy. And then it shows the Lady Alaska in the next episode, and the Lady Alaska has a real big problem. they start taking on water and they don't know where the water's coming from. So they have to figure that out and get it fixed and do a temporary repair and then go into port and fix it, and then they will get back out and go Opillio fishing. So that is the end of episode 10 of season 16 of Deadliest Catch. I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and please share this video with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you guys for watching. And if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.